This is a revolution sure shot. Can you remember the days when Kool Herc played with the following of bands? Cause if you don't, well then you won't. That's right! Real hip-hop, my man.
The whole culture, which is called hip-hop, started in the West Bronx by a DJ by the name of Kool DJ Herc.
Well, Kool Herc, we heard about this DJ who was coming out playing this other sound of music, which I had already, was playing with Kool DJ D and Tyrone, the mixologist, and Love Bustowski. All those was coming from the Kool DJ D camp, and Disco King Mario and Tex DJ Hollywood. We all was of the Black Spades who became DJs. But when Herc came with this sound on the west side of the Bronx, he was playing just these little parts of the records. And a lot of the songs he was playing, I had a lot of that in my collection. So I decided to go the direction that Herc was playing.
But it was D and Herc first. Then Mario and Bambaataa. Then other people, then other, DJs, whatever.
It was the West Bronx. And a guy named Kool Herc kind of influenced everybody on this new form of music that was like the beat of the street.
Everybody know about Kool Herc in here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kool Herc. Wasn't for Kool Herc, there would be no hip and hop.
Herc, once again, is the person that started off this whole set. He's the beginner. This guy I'm talking about, he go by the name of Kool Herc. And when I was, just being amazed by seeing what he was doing off a PA, Shure PA system, it's not only the way he played, but the selections he played, a very obscure sound.
Oh man, Kool Herc was the first person I ever heard that do anything like that, Because I'm used to being in the house with my mother and we pull a James Brown record on and just let it play through. Kool Herc would play the break part back and forth, and that really astonished me. I was really impressed when I seen that, something like that, because I'd never seen anything like that before.
So Herc brought this wonderful sounding music that was never played on the radio. Some of the stuff my big sisters had on 45, I'm like, this is amazing. It was music that had soul to it.
You was in hip hop heaven. It was like,
that was living.
You was glad you was there. There was no other place to be. I mean, whether you lived Long Island, Staten Island, wherever you was, when Herc came out in the park, that's the place you had to be. If you was going to be in the game, this is the person you had to watch. This is the person that was setting the road. This is the person that was setting the trend.
In 1974, I went to a party and I saw this DJ named Kool Herc. I knew from that day on, that's what I want to do. For real. In my recollection, there was little hip-hop parties going on trying to emulate the party that Herc had done,
We followed Herc every fucking where Herc went. Herc was the man, because Herc had the shit. And Herc had the atmosphere. I mean, really, there was nothing like a Kool Herc party.
And Herc sits alone by himself.
Okay.
He is dominating all the parties. His collection of records is what we all gravitated to because he played for the B-boys, he played for the dancers. Everyone followed that. And so when Kool Herc became that social icon, whatever he was doing, we would gravitate towards. And so B-boy was what he called his dancers. So when we go home, we call ourselves B-boys.
I was at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in 1973 at the Kool Herc parties. Herc is the one that kind of birthed us to the culture by having those parties and bringing us to the party, allowing us to get in. Well, Cindy let us in. Herc probably didn't even know we was out there outside. He was in doing the music.
Because I used to follow him to the party. I wasn't going to Bambaataa parties or Mario parties back then.
Well, I know
the Herc first.
But it was Herc's party with Herc's music that made it the place to be. That was the place to be seen, to get your reputation as a B-boy was at Herc's spot. That's where you had to go to get your reputation.
But this culture starts with the B-boy, right. All right, and the DJ. Yeah. And if you were a B-boy who was of any worth and you felt you were good, well, to prove yourself and apply your trade, you went to a Kool Herc party. And that's as simple as that. Right. That is the father of this, period.
You
research the history, anybody would know that the first big DJ was Kool Herc. You know, we used to all go to Herc's parties. We used to dance at Herc's parties.
Who did you see do this and you said, I want to do that?
Well, of course, it was Kool Herc's crew. And then he had Timmy Tim and Clark Kent. And those were his other two DJs. And then he had, you know, dancers, James Bond, El Dorado Mike. You know, you had the Nigga Twins. But it was Timmy Tim that was my favorite, like the way his voice was. Because as I said, his name is Timmy Tim, my name is Melle Mel, you know what I mean? But that was the trend back then. Like they'll just double up your name. Creole's original name was Danny Dan, like they would just double up on the name. So my real inspiration was Herc's crew, but specifically Timmy Tim.
Because we used to hear Kool Herc and them say stuff like "on down to the last stop," or "a taste of the pace with the bass in your face," and we used to write rhymes like 1, 2, this is for you, you, and you. 3, 4, cuts galore is what we have in store.
First, the Herculoids, Kool Herc were first DJs. First voice I heard on the microphone was Herc's.
For Kool Herc to shout your name out on the mic, that mean you was like a celebrity yourself, because he was big in the South Bronx.
Well, you know, I mean, you had Kool Herc, and Kool Herc was God in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Kool Herc is the man as far as he was the only real DJ out there. Everybody else is like faking Jack, because he was a DJ that had papers that said he's a DJ. He could go in the street and play on this equipment. He had a third-class FCC license or whatever you had to get. You know, he was the real deal. We were just faking Jacks trying to be like that.
Kool Herc was out first. You understand? He's the father. I guess I'm his daughter, you know? Because I came right in there, you know?
Kool Herc is the godfather of hip-hop. When we say of hip-hop, we mean the whole rim of things, because he did graffiti, he brought the music, and his crew did the dancing. So when they say he's the godfather of hip-hop, they actually mean he's the godfather of hip-hop.
Definitely is.
Kool Herc started a movement. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I would say he started a movement of the culture. You know, when you had your DJs and your MCs, you know, which was a part of the culture, and then you had, you know, your B-girl and your B-boy, your B-boys. So he started the movement, but we all know that it was not called hip-hop when Herc started it. But he did start up the movement.
Herc's tables fun, yes, there were DJs and all the other boroughs, but like Herc, there were none. You see.
That's Kool Herc.
Let's get that again.
That's a real pioneer right there. Right there.
And that's for the man in the street.
That's the one that started it all.
That's for the man in the street.
I want that, man. I'm 39 years old. My name is Mike. And believe that's the man right there. Him, Flash. Clark Kent. That's right. Kool Herc. That's the man right there.
You can't close out with a better commentator from the man in the street.
That's it.